In 2007, the teacher Lindsay was found dead in a bathtub on the balcony of a Japanese hotel, her face disfigured by the student Tatsuya in an attempt to flee from the police. Lindsay Hawker lived in Coventry, England. Raised with her family, she graduated with top honors and decided to travel to Japan to fulfill one of her ambitions, teaching English. She moved to Tokyo and worked at a specialized school for teaching English, where she became friends with two other teachers and shared an apartment with them. Despite being far from her family, Lindsay kept in daily contact with her boyfriend and loved ones back in England. One day, while returning home by train from work, a stranger named Tatsuya Ichihashi approached her, claiming he wanted to learn English to study abroad. He deceived her into thinking he was one of her students, but Lindsay knew her students well, and he was not one of them. Upon correcting him, he followed her to her home and asked for private English lessons. After drawing a portrait of her and presenting it, Lindsay agreed to give him a lesson. However, she did not show up for work the next day, causing great concern. Lindsay was scheduled to teach on Sunday and Monday, but her absence was alarming, leading to a missing person report. Lindsay, a dedicated teacher, had never missed a class. The police obtained surveillance footage showing Lindsay meeting a man in a cafe early Saturday morning, March 24th. They identified him as the man from the train and learned Lindsay planned to meet him for a private lesson. That was the last known sighting of her. Lindsay had left the man's name and address on a note in her apartment, making it easy for police to trace him. The man was Tatsuya Ichihashi, aged 29. No one knew where Lindsay went after the English lesson. Police discovered that after the lesson, the two took a taxi to Tatsuya's apartment. He lured her inside, saying he had no money to pay and asked the driver to wait. The driver left after 7 minutes and Lindsay was last seen alive. Lindsay's body was found in Tatsuya's apartment after he fled from the police as they entered. Her body was naked, buried in a bathtub filled with a mixture of compost soil and sand, placed on the apartment balcony with a small white hand protruding from the mixture. Both Tatsuya and Lindsay were skilled in martial arts, but Tatsuya was more experienced, holding a black belt. Lindsay bravely fought her attacker, but Tatsuya's strength overpowered her. He strangled her, breaking her neck cartilage, leaving her dead. As police searched for Tatsuya, they began building a case against him.